yeah, baby. Welcome back to What the Podcast. The energy is electric.
Yes.
I'm Ryan.
I'm John.
Together we are
Ryan and John.
on the couch as always. Keratofoya.
Yum, yum, yum.
Working on those sound bites over there. And joining us this week, our very own, the lovely Annie the Scope Scoffin.
Hi.
Okay.
Don't laugh at that. That was genuine.
I certainly thought the energy was much more electric than it is. But
Oh, it's electric.
That's just me.
It's warm in the studio for the viewers at home. It
Yes.
is a hot day today.
Yes.
So
But
that's,
I feel great. We're back to our old recording time and place and
I
date.
know.
We
Can you
love
believe
it.
it?
Yeah,
It
I
feels
know.
electric. It feels like maybe we're going to watch a scary movie tonight.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Maybe we will.
Or what about a summer movie?
No. Wow.
No.
If we
Bad.
Okay. You guys are still pushing
It's wild.
You guys are still pushing the Halloween is now thing.
No, it just we love a scary movie. That was our
Yeah.
thing for so long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's like
during
kind of been our
Halloween
thing, is
time, I feel.
No, we
like
always
scary
watch a
movies.
scary movie.
It's kind of our
I
thing.
can't remember the last scary movie we watched.
I know because we've been
neglecting our.
In the theater.
we've been neglecting our friendships.
In the
and our
theater we watched
responsibilities,
that scary movie. The last of the trilogy that we were watching.
Oh, it was what's her name?
Maxine.
Maxine. We saw
Yeah,
Maxine.
bad.
Bad.
I will say, guys, I'm down for whatever if we make it to later this evening. Because we may or may not be cooked.
What do you
Absolutely cooked.
mean? What do you mean?
Apparently, off the coast of San Diego, we have spotted an oarfish.
Okay.
Now,
Sure.
apparently, oarfish is not something you want to see because it is a harbinger of doom.
Oh.
An oarfish, let me pull up a picture of it. But
How is it
Great.
spelled?
OAR.
And then I'm gonna have to put a photo in here. Great.
John's
Thank you.
favorite thing.
Sometimes
Or
it happens.
fish.
Sometimes it doesn't. You never really know.
Okay.
Look it up
apparently-
yourself,
Yeah, check this
listeners.
guy out. The oarfish washed up on the shore.
Oh, on the
And
shore.
apparently, this is something that happened off of the coast of Indonesia right before they had that massive tsunami. This was happening.
How long? How long
in
did
Japan?
Indonesia?
They had a
saw the
spotting.
fish, and then how long? Did
I guess it's like months after.
Oh, okay. So we
like
got
a
time.
month.
feel
A
like
month before
that's-
there was a major like nuclear combustion, like a nuclear reactor, like failed in
Sure.
Japan back
Sure.
in 2017 or something like that.
Yes.
And now,
Wow.
and
Is it just going to be the election?
over the last few days?
Sorry.
Well, no. Over the last few days,
Trump's
apparently
gonna win
there's
now.
been a lot of earthquakes happening in the
There has
Los
been.
Angeles area. The
By the
San Andreas
San
Fault.
Andreas.
It's been going crazy.
You
So,
think the big one's coming?
I'm not one to speculate about such things.
If the big one comes, and listen, this is obviously
yeah.
Yeah. What's
very-
going to happen when that?
well.
when that goes
I
down?
unfortunately kind of feel prepared because I am a survivor of the big California shakedown that the
ahead.
schools would do, and they'd have the sound effects. They're like, go under your desk.
Little
Like,
fakey.
I've been trained for this.
Yeah.
You've been training for this your whole life.
And now what I'm afraid of is I don't have a school desk in my home anymore. So like
Just
that
any
was
desk.
obviously
just any desk, really.
Yeah,
but I
I
feel
guess
like-
my safety does really depend on how quickly I can get to one of those desks that have the built-in chair.
we did have those earthquake drills quite a bit.
Quite a
didn't
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had them like once a month at least.
Yeah,
we were
it
like
felt like
testing
that.
for earthquake. Oh my god, earthquake.
You know what's funny?
And
My mom,
lockdowns.
she says, she's like, yeah, we used to have nuclear war drills.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Because
I've
like
heard
she
that.
grew up in the whole like we're gonna like nukes are coming. Like what do
Like
you
in
do?
the 1950s
and I'm sorry,
Cold War, right?
a nuke hits us. I'm literally vaporized. I'm not here anymore.
Kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, like
Depending on where the nuke goes down, but I feel that San Diego.
Oh,
Who
there's
is
a
this?
couple
Too
that were
close.
found.
What's that? The oarfish?
This says the oarfish washed up on a beach in Oceanside on Friday, but a couple days earlier, a snorkeler found a 18-foot carcass of one off of Catalina Island and dragged it to shore with some help. This is the picture of
Now
the
that's
18-foot
a-
one is terrifying.
well, that's a wild thing to do.
They
I'm
look like-
snorkeling and I'm like, I find big dead fish. Let's take
Let's
it with me.
pull it out.
Well, it's not like you're finding a goldfish. These things look prehistoric. These oarfish.
this says in 2010, a 12-foot washed ashore in Malibu, and nothing happened.
Well, that's good. Good news.
I don't know.
I mean, the world was supposed to end in 2010. Or no, 2012.
12.
So
Yeah.
maybe this was all leading up to now, 2024, the year of our Lord.
I do worry about the big earthquakes sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But I also feel like
Is it going to
I-
hit us down here, you think?
oh yeah,
Oh,
well,
okay.
we're on the fault line.
Oh, we
We're
are.
we're, a little
part of the
bit-
problem.
We're a
I
little
have no, I
bit.
have no idea.
I
Kara,
think we're
Where's
that
that
big
fault line go?
earthquake happening, we're done. We're cooked.
All I
We're
know
gonna
is
die.
that
You think we're going to die?
all I know is that my
The San
my
Andreas fault?
college is literally on the actual line.
Sure, yeah.
I
but
feel
San
like
Diego
the line
are
is a
online.
relative.
San Diego has multiple fault lines that can cause earthquakes, including active faults in the San Diego trough fault zone. I'm going to pull up a picture.
Well, here's my thing, and maybe because we grew up around earthquakes, even big earthquakes, I'm like, it's fine. Now,
Yeah, we're actually kind of far from the San Andreas Fault.
tornadoes.
saying.
Have you guys seen that Twister movie? You saw it, right?
Yeah, we saw
We're
Twisters.
4
Did you s-
hours and we're almost 5 hours away from the San Andreas
Kara,
Fault.
Did you not
Big
see it?
earthquake has nothing.
Okay,
to do
San
with
Andreas, yes, but
We're gonna
Kara,
get those
Look in the
ripples.
ocean. Look in the ocean.
Yeah, but I'm just saying if the San
Earthquake
Andreas
in the
Fault,
ocean,
if
we're
anything
cooked.
happens like the movie where it just splits, we're fine.
Okay, San
Okay,
Andreas
if it
might not happen.
splits open,
The
sure.
movie with Tom Holland.
Those shockwaves.
I didn't see that movie.
Are
What's
coming
that?
for us.
The
The tsunami
unexpected.
one.
What's that movie called, John? Help me
Called
out.
Tom Holland's tsunami movie.
Holland. Okay, let me check.
Thank you. It's like the unexpected, or
I'm way more afraid of tornadoes than.
Why?
are you?
Are you kidding
We're
me?
here.
Why?
The impossible.
No, but I'm saying
The
if you
impossible.
said, Annie, what do you want to live through? A tornado or earthquakes? Sign me up
movie-
for an earthquake
that movie
every
messed me
single
up.
day.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
Well-
but
You'd rather live through a tornado.
you don't ever have to be scared of tornadoes.
I don't want to live through either of them.
We're
but
here.
Kara, that's what I'm saying. I would rather live here with earthquakes as my doom
Oh, well, yeah.
versus
She's coming
living
hot.
in the.
Annie has some strong feelings today.
I'm just saying, who in their right mind
Annie's
lives by
Annie's
tornadoes?
having big feelings right now.
People in
We're gonna create
Oklahoma.
space for it.
Yeah.
Move
That's
out of
fine.
Oklahoma. You're really going to risk your house just getting
That's that movie,
demolished by a
Twisters.
freaking windstorm?
I would imagine that the people, I'm not saying you're wrong. I think I agree with you, but I would imagine the people that live there, it's like you're the frog in the pot. Your whole life you've been around tornadoes, so you're like, whatever. Those people are the same ones that are like, I would never go in the ocean. I am
Yeah.
terrified
or
of
the
the
ones
ocean.
who are like, I'm afraid of Yellowstone because it's a volcano. It's going to erupt any day.
I also think
that
that,
true?
if you're
Yeah, it is
prepared for a tornado, I'm not sure that it's as intimidating. Like they have basements and they have they're prepared for it. You know, I mean, I think we're less prepared for an earthquake than they are for a tornado.
I think hurricanes, my order of natural disasters I wish to not live through. Hurricanes, number one. Tornadoes, number two. Well, hurricanes and then tsunamis. And then,
Tsunamis seem terrifying. For
oh,
sure.
yeah.
Well, we did live through a hurricane.
No, that didn't count.
I think
we did actually. It's so crazy. we did.
barely.
I think, which one do I have the chance of surviving?
Earthquake.
Earthquake, certainly. I think if you're going to put it up against tornado versus tsunami, I'm going to die instantly from a tornado. It's going
Yeah,
to throw me up in
that's
the air
true.
and then slam me down and I'm dead. Right?
Yeah, that's
You
true.
might survive
Tsunami,
a tsunami.
I will one of two things will happen. I'll drown, which is apparently a horrible way to die.
Yeah.
Or I will survive in Waterworld, which actually isn't that bad. Maybe I live in Waterworld. I'm Kevin Costner. I grow
hey.
gills. You guys seen that
never seen
Waterworld?
that
Yeah, that's a great
Oh
one.
my God, that Waterworld movie.
I've seen the show, that's it.
Let me walk you through it. Waterworld.
Okay.
The world is covered in ocean, and dry land is like this hot commodity. Like because the people that have access to dry land are like the
Rich
rich
and
and famous,
rich.
and so dirt becomes like currency, where like they're stealing dirt from like pirates are like fighting, and like it's like very post-apocalyptic, and so then they find out that like the Kevin Costner is like he can breathe underwater, so he's also like important. I don't
Anyway,
actually remember.
Yeah, that's a great description of it. If I were,
I just want to say, Annie, horrible podcasting, by the way. Yeah, that's great. Anyways, moving
well,
on.
that's so good. Well,
I
I
just
was
need-
actually going
give
to
me-
transition into something
Just
relevant to
give me a little
pop
bit like
culture and-
wow, oh my God, that
Oh, no,
was so
that's
cool.
so cool. How old
Wow.
is that movie, Ryan? You're synopsising a
Like
movie.
40 years old, but that's not important.
literally
That's
a
not
40-year-old
important.
movie.
1995.
Yeah,
95. That's only like 30 years old. 30-year-old movie.
Okay, that's your
29.
Okay, I'll retry.
By the way-
Take two.
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
29-year-old movie.
Yeah, keep them. Yeah,
I'm not aging myself any more than I have to. 29-year-old movie.
You know what? Everyone listening, go ahead and go watch Waterworld. You know who else I would if I was going to be stuck in a tsunami?
I was under the impression that this was a safe space where we could explore
never
big
just
feelings.
wrong.
It's never
we
safe,
could
Annie.
explore
It's
big
never
feelings.
been a safe space. It has never been a safe
Well, I don't know
space.
about that.
You
Makes me
expressed
kinda
your
sad.
fear of tornadoes. I expressed
Yeah.
my
I'm
love for
just saying,
Waterworld.
No,
you would
and
catch
I
me.
kinda- I
well,
lost
you
the
would
plot
catch
a
me
little
dead in
bit.
a tornado. I'd be dead.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, no, I thought that was the whole point.
You know who would survive a tsunami?
Kara.
Well, just because Kara is one lucky girl. If
Yeah,
anyone's
she
lucky
would.
Kara
enough
would
to just
survive
like,
and be like, it wasn't that bad.
She would stumble into a raft and be like, big deal.
she would just be
Big
like,
ocean.
I was already
Surf
on high
time.
ground.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Kara would
She's
just
right.
survive.
She
Kara
would.
would be like,
that's
weird
so
enough, tsunami didn't hit my house, Nobi.
That is why I married her.
No, I
Yeah.
feel like we could literally just drive up to Big House and be fine because there's enough of an incline. Like it's far away enough.
You got to consider the hill. Of Point
Yeah, the
Loma.
hill.
Yeah. I was going to say Tom Daly.
I don't know who that is.
Tom Daly diver.
Diver, Olympic diver,
British.
Oh, okay.
officially announced his retirement.
Okay. Well,
Tommy D.
is he from the USA?
Nope, UK.
Then I don't care.
Oh,
But he's hot.
Okay.
he's a hot diver.
I mean, his Olympic career's ending. I mean, all of our Olympic season is
Simone
ending.
Biles is saying that
She's
she's
saying
probably
this
not
is
coming
her last
back.
one. Yeah.
Simone Biles, she did pretty good this year. She got gold. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, go off
And
on a high note.
I mean,
Oh.
Tom's ending on silver.
Tom
She's
Daly
the
only
goat.
has 5 Olympic medals. I know that's crazy to say.
He started when he was 14.
Yeah,
in
but
the
he only has
Olympics.
5 Olympic
How
medals.
old is he now?
He only
30.
I think
He's
he only
retiring at
competed
30.
in one event though.
Yeah,
That's why.
only in the dive.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's
I mean,
Okay,
be the
back
best
off on
at
him.
one thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
also
that's
Michael
and
Phelps.
he makes little. He
got 28.
knits little sweaters.
He knits a
3
sweater
bronze,
every time.
1 gold, and 1 silver. He won silver in this game.
And then he collected all 3 and said, "I'm done."
Wow.
So he's not coming back for LA.
No.
It's probably good.
30. It's it's a young person's game. Those Olympics.
He'll honestly,
You think
he'll
diving
probably
is?
what's it called?
Judge, coach.
Not critique. It's what like
In the Hunger Games, what's that called?
like Misty for volleyball did. Commentate.
Oh.
Or probably be a commentator for
Say-
diving.
Oh, okay.
I
That's kind of cool. You think he has
side
a
me.
personality
You know
for
what?
it?
I want random people to be the commentators. I want Joe Schmo off the street. Just like everyone says, like I want one random person who's not athletic at all to try like to be in the Olympics, so we can be like, okay,
That's
they're
what they're
We
saying
already
amazing.
about
got that.
breakdancing. They're saying that the reason they took it out is because they're worried. Someone made a comment, like funny comment, saying like they're just worried that a homeless man is going to come from LA and like totally sweep
Win.
the
And win
break,
gold.
breakdancing.
So funny.
The breakdancing was wild. So breakdancing had made it to one Olympic game and then got destroyed.
Yeah, it's not coming back.
Well, I guess this was a one and done anyways. I guess in LA they were never planning on having it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, have you guys heard the conspiracy around it?
No.
That this girl Ray Gun that's kind
Oh,
of
yes,
blowing
yes.
up.
Australian.
Apparently, this Australian girl that went on and basically made a fool of herself on
I
an
found she-
Olympic
yeah.
stage.
She got a 0 score.
Zero.
She didn't
Zero.
get any points
which,
from her routine.
if you watch her performance,
Yeah.
anyone would give her a 0.
was-
She
it
looked
was-
like a fool. She was like wiggling around on the stage.
I literally looked at it. I go, "Oh my gosh, this is me when I was watching Dance Moms," and I
Yeah.
was like, "I can do that."
I could do that for sure.
And also, I heard this is the best was I saw a TikTok, and it was like the semifinals of Australia's semifinals for breakdancing, and it was her and another girl, and it was like, man, I mean, like you look at this, and she looks pretty good, and like it was a girl that looked like her, doing it, and he's like, but actually that's not her, that's the person that lost to her, and then it showed her, and she was like just as bad as she was in the
Oh my
Olympics.
God.
It was like, wait, what? Like that's the girl that lost to her, and she was like so good. Crazy.
So apparently, she has some sort of degree that's like in social studies or something.
No, it's
What?
She's a professor of hip hop history or something.
She is a lecturer at a
here we go.
Sydney University, and her research focuses on the cultural politics of breaking.
See, that's why.
So
that's probably
read,
fake, though.
She read about it,
Except-
and thought that she could do it.
I feel that
That's crazy.
she did it as a bit. That's how I feel, and that's
we're
kind
gonna
of
come
the
out
conspiracy.
and it's gonna be like it's gonna be who was that congressman who
Poe?
turned out he was lying on everything, George Santos
Yes.
or whatever.
It's gonna be a George Santos situation.
It's already coming out, you guys. I found out. I was reading that her husband was on the Olympic committee for Australia.
So
And-
somebody gave her a pass, and she was
And-
like,
yeah.
"I'm going to do this as a prank."
Yeah,
prank
and
ya.
then she kind of weaseled her way. She was put in charge of like pulling all like basically the first round of cuts. Like, you know, they let anybody audition in Australia for it.
Okay,
and then she was in charge of
so-
like narrowing it down, and she was very involved. In the whole
Imagine
process.
being in charge of narrowing it down, and you narrow it down to yourself.
Reagan.
The
Crazy.
PhD in breakdancing doesn't exist.
Thank you.
But her PhD thesis
Yes.
was titled Deterritorializing Gender in Sydney's Breakdancing Scene, a B-girl's experience of B-boying.
I'm telling you, this is all a
all
part of her
fake.
thesis.
It's a part of her thesis. It has to be.
She's going to come out and be like, the Olympics are all a big joke. Like, that's going to be the whole thing. And it's like,
But
This
they're
says she was a ballroom dancer before breaking.
But the Olympic Committee of the actual like the overall Olympic Committee is now investigating her because they're now saying she needs to be held accountable for basically weaseling her way in and being a part of this very serious competition
but also
and making a mockery of it.
cry me a freaking river. Really? You put breakdancing in the Olympics?
Exactly.
Cry
It was
me
a
a
mockery
goddamn
already.
Okay,
River.
the
Yes.
winners were.
So-
It's pretty cool to watch.
so
It's fun to
good.
watch. Like people who actually
You know what's sad?
do it right.
Don't know anyone else who competed in
Yeah,
breakdancing.
she took
Only her.
the spotlight.
Japan got.
I can tell you right now that in New York City on the subway, there is better breakdancing happening right now than there is of
Oh,
anything
yeah.
we saw on that
Yeah,
stage.
true.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Wait,
like what were you?
I didn't even see any. Was U.S. involved in that?
Yes.
No, we got smoked. I think the winner was like Berlin
No,
versus
winner
Japan.
was Japan.
Japan versus Germany.
It was Japan, Germany, and China. I think who won.
Awesome.
But I think the people who competed for the U.S. I think a couple people from Culture Shock went over there.
Well,
I want to tell
they
you
lost.
another. It's kind of a history story about the Olympics, but I saw this like Antiques Roadshow clip, and there was this woman who she competed in track and field in 2002, and I want to say
A relic.
I want to say I think she was a U.S. athlete. I'm pretty sure, but I don't know exactly what country. But she like comes and she has her tracksuit from 2002, and she was the one that carried in the torch in 2002. She was the torch bearer. And she said that she brought it, she wanted to see what it was worth. You know how Antique Roadshow works.
Yes.
And they were like, and she was telling the story. She said, yeah, when they told me, my husband nominated me, he was in track too. And then they selected me to carry the torch. And she said, before you carry the torch, and I don't know if this is still true, they offer if you want to buy the torch. She's like, they're like, you can buy the torch, but you have to pay for it now before you walk with it. Or otherwise, we'll just take it back. And she said it was $350 in 2002.
And she bought it.
She did. And she bought it.
She's like, and
she's
here it
like,
is.
she's like, I don't know, that's a lot of money. Like, but you know, I guess I'll do it. And I guess her husband was like, no, you should get it. Like, it would be cool to have. And so she did it. And
I'm telling you, you carry the Olympic torch. I'm buying
So
it.
she
What
had
an
this silver
opportunity.
torch, and it was like engraved with Olympics 2002 and like the location where it was. And she's like, after I carried it, she's like, I couldn't imagine not buying it. And then the guy's like, you don't know how much it's worth? And she's like, yeah, sure. He's like between $2,000 and $3,000, which I'm like, that feels kind of low. But
I was gonna say
it's
like a
literally
million.
one,
I mean,
it's gotta
think
be
of
one
how
of
I
the
guess
many
there's
Olympic
like a
torches
lot of
there
people
are.
that do it.
Yeah.
There's a ton of them.
And then they're like, she's like, and like, do you want to know how much your tracksuit is? Because it was a tracksuit that was designed that year to fit. It was like a one size fits all. It was like the way that they designed them. There was no sizing. It was like everybody gets the same thing, and you could like
so
size
beautiful.
it like a certain way with like some of the straps and stuff. And they're like, that's a really rare uniform. They're like, your uniform's worth $1,000 to $2,000.
Awesome.
She was like wearing it still. It was so cute. I
I'd
was like,
probably still, for those prices, I'd probably keep it all.
would you pay for the torch? So the question is, how much would the torch be today with inflation? If it was $300 in 2002, how much would it be today? And would you pay for it?
I feel
I
like
would say- I need to hear
I would
the-
say
I need to
like
hear the cost,
$1,000
yeah.
bucks, easy.
I don't know.
think
2002, man, that was a good year.
$300 in 2000.
1,000.
$350. but not that
350.
much.
Don't, not 50 was
Yeah,
no
yeah,
chump
that
change
50
in
was no chump
202.
change.
Okay, so when did Olympics start? It probably was in July.
Sure.
Well, 2002 would have been the Winter Olympics.
Oh, okay. So what would that have been?
Cute.
Which no one cares
winter.
about
December? November?
Okay, you obviously don't know what you're talking about.
I think the
'cause-
Winter
that.
Olympics start in
Bobsledding.
February.
Fine, it's the only one that cares.
Okay, 350. Oh, what?
Shaun White, that's true.
That's snowboarding and
I know, but like he was
Shaun White
Winter Olympics.
is cute.
Shaun White, King.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much is it?
$350 in 2002. Inflation calculator would say that it would cost $609.52.
Oh
today.
yeah.
$609.
Less than $1,000. I'm buying the torch that I walked with for the Olympics.
The
I'll buy two.
Olympics?
I'll
yeah.
take two of
How
them.
many you got?
And for the Paris ones, the torches are expected to sell for between 15 and 70 grand.
Oh, what?
See, I was gonna say I feel like stuff now people put so much emphasis on and they charge it out the ass. They're like, oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, how could
$10,000.
you get rid of that as like, and from her perspective, like, imagine like your kids and your grandkids, like,
I'd have to like
be able to like pass that along. It'd be
take
so
out a
cool.
credit card,
I feel like-
get a loan for the Olympic torch. Like really, $15,000?
No,
Well, if you
that's
win
all they
gold,
pay.
you're getting 30,000. So you're like,
It
No, but
cancels out.
the
You have to
people
win
that
gold.
carry the torch are just normies. They're not like competitors.
yeah, I mean,
No, they are.
some
they?
of them.
They're
some
passed.
of them are.
Oh,
Everyone who holds that torch and passes it along have been past Olympians.
I have a brief.
No, not Selma Hayek. Not
yeah,
Snoop
no.
Dogg.
Snoop Dogg was holding the torch
Well,
too.
Or famous people.
They're not.
they're not randos.
It's all, dude. Look, we gotta look it up. I have a
Not
brief.
randos.
While
Can
you're
I
looking it up,
apply
I have a
to-
brief Olympic torch story.
People were nominated. All
Those-
the past Olympians, their families nominated them.
Oh, that's cute.
do
I'm
that.
going to
Fine.
nominate myself, just like that breakdancer. Go
This
ahead.
is not my story, but it's my dad's. Back in 1984, the Olympics were in LA, but the torch came through San Diego at one point. So there was a whole route where the runner comes through, and so my dad's friend put on his basketball shorts and had a little like thing tied around his head. He took a broom and cut the broom off the top and lit it on fire and then jumped in. Like people were waiting for the torch to come, and then he jumped out on the street and started running, and everyone was cheering for him. Yeah, let's go! Oh my
As
god!
if
And
he
he
was the
fully
torch.
like convinced everyone that he was the torch runner.
That's so funny.
Kind of funny.
That's a classic sweetheart prank.
That's classic.
They don't
That
prank
is
like that
sweet.
nowadays.
They don't break like that.
Yeah, you know what?
nowadays.
People are so cynical with their pranks nowadays.
Yeah, no, pranks are kind of
Yeah, now it's like
bad.
I'm gonna enter the Olympics as a breakdancer.
You know who I would nominate to carry the torch
Bad face
next time?
prank. Yeah, who?
Wait,
Miley
didn't-
Cyrus.
Oh, I thought Snoop Dogg carried the torch.
He did. Snoop Dogg did. But listen, Miley Cyrus deserves to carry the torch.
Oh god.
She's a legend. She's
I feel-
a Disney legend.
In
She
a lot
is
of
a
ways,
Disney
she
legend.
is carrying the torch of our childhoods.
Oh, she really is.
wow, that's
she
deep.
is.
Thank you. Thank you. A lot of stuff has been coming out from that D23 Expo.
Yeah,
So much.
dude, that's wild.
Including that clip that I did see of Miley Cyrus, and she was talking about how formative those years were for her when she was Hannah Montana. She was like, "Oh my gosh, I really felt like this big star," and how awesome it was filming and everything. Pretty sweet. I love
So
me some Miley, and she
sweet.
looks good too. She's
She
like,
looks great. She's
She's looking
good.
more and more like Trish.
She is.
every
She
day.
looks
Is
that her
just like
mom?
Trish. Yeah.
Yes.
And you know what? She's kind of went through her crazy phase leaving Miley, or Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
And I kind of felt like when she first left Hannah Montana, she kind of like tried to burn that bridge hard and was like, "This is horrible and awful and all
All
this
kid
stuff."
stars
I'm
do.
gonna
And it-
smoke weed.
And it kind of made me be like, "Oh shoot! Like this was so good for me, but I don't want to celebrate it if it was horrible for you." And so now that she's kind of like, "No, it was
Oh,
good
you're
for
so
me
sweet.
too. It was like
You're so
formative."
sweet.
I was like, "Oh, thank God!" Like I didn't want to have to like bury that part of my childhood. Like
Sure,
Hannah Montana
sure.
was it.
I mean, I would bury it for
I
her.
would for her.
I'll do it for
you
her,
want me to bury it?
but-
It's done. It's buried. It's
I just
dead.
don't want to. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to, but like I
will.
will. I'm a what people say a DB,
down bitch.
Oh,
a dumb bitch.
Nice, very nice.
But it was a very sweet, and she talked about how she was like, I really did feel like I was Hannah Montana, and I was having like the best. Of
I mean,
both
she kind of
worlds,
she
and-
kind of was like it blew up so quickly that the
yeah.
show was about like her having this fame and like having a secret life. Obviously, we know that wasn't true, but her fame really blew up in a way.
But
like
it was
that.
kind of like obviously she had a famous dad, and she like
Billy
she
Ray?
had money, but
Billy
like
Ray.
she kind of did grow up like a country girl. It was really like about her.
It's kinda
Yeah.
sweet, right?
So sweet.
Well, anyways, speaking of D23,
Well, okay,
sorry.
no, that's great.
I'm
No, I love it.
D23.
Regarding that D23 Expo, a lot of movies coming out.
I know.
I'm going to just give you, just from 30,000 feet, a couple of things to look out for.
right.
You remember that Snow White live action reboot we were hearing about, where
Yes.
she's not going to be rescued by a prince. She's going to be her own hero. Do you remember that classic
Yeah.
interview from the
And
red
the
carpet?
dwarfs were all going to be different sizes. And there's a whole
That
controversy.
movie, we got a teaser trailer for that movie.
Okay.
Snow White live action's coming out. We've got Moana 2
Yes.
is going to be coming out. The
In for
Return of
that.
Moana. We've got a live action Lilo and Stitch movie.
What they're currently
for
filming.
it. In for it.
Yes.
Looks pretty all right. We've got Incredibles 3 coming out. Toy Story 5.
Shut
Oh,
up.
let it rest. Let
Shut
it rest.
Frozen 3.
No.
Zootopia 2.
Okay, I think that's fine.
I like
Zootopia's
that
pretty good.
Zootopia movie. That's pretty good. We got a new Star Wars movie coming out. We've got.
Gosh, they must be bored. up
Is
there
that a movie or a
in their ivory
show?
tower. So hold on, can we go
Just, like,
back
kill
and
me.
let's just do Smash or Pass?
Sorry, that's gonna be a show.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Hold on. Let me go back.
Smash or Pass.
You tell me. Smash or pass.
Okay, go ahead.
Um,
Go back again.
Moana 2.
Smash.
Smash.
I guess Smash. It hasn't had a sequel.
Yeah,
I loved that
Maybe
first one.
Okay.
Smash.
Snow White live action.
Pass.
I'm a pass. on that
Pass.
It looks awful.
too. Lilo and Stitch live action.
Smash.
What do you think?
I'm so attached to the original to the point where I'm like,
I know, me
I'm
too.
like, why
Me
are
too.
we
Okay.
remaking something that
This
was
is
so
fully
This is
agree.
my friend too. He said he was in the struggle of that. I said I think they're going to be different enough in look, and they're going to probably change it up just enough for it to be a different movie.
But then what's going to happen? I like the cartoon better. What
I
happened with
think
that
I'll see
Lion
it.
King live action?
I'll see it.
I don't know.
But
I don't know. People love that Lion King
no,
live
people
action.
hated it.
I'll see it, but I don't know. Lilo and Stitch holds a special place in my heart.
know, me too.
And
So
I
kind of
really,
a-
it's
Same.
really
That's-
like,
but that's why I'm
to
excited.
to put my like life on the line like that for you to maybe like f it up makes me really angry.
Have
A
you seen
reluctant
Stitch?
pass.
I'm gonna say-
CGI
I'm
one?
gonna say- yeah, I've seen him.
He
you
looks,
know what?
He looks pretty cute.
He
on.
looks like a fuzzy
looks like
He
cartoon.
looks like a
Fuzzy
fuzzy
Stitch.
cartoon.
Okay,
great.
Incredibles 3.
Pass.
Pass. You already
See,
had your
I'm a
sequel.
smash. I love those Incredibles movies.
I will say I'd rather you make more Incredibles than more Star Wars.
True.
Okay, fair. Toy Story 5.
Pass.
I'm a pass.
Let
on
it
too.
die.
Let it
Jeez.
die. God.
3, I feel
Like
that
reanimating
3
a dead body.
was a perfect ending. Yes, it's like Weekend at Woody's.
The moment that Tim Allen or Tom Hanks dies,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
gonna just use all the sound bites.
They
and
already
make
have,
it
they're
AI
already
generated.
making an AI version of his
Yeah,
voice.
they're
You know
like-
they are.
Toy Story
Frozen
forever.
3.
Pass.
Pass. I thought she was kind of weak, if I'm being honest.
Zootopia 2.
Smash, I'd see it.
I'll see it.
I
I'll
love
see it.
Zootopia.
Smash.
You guys hate Star Wars. We got a new show, Agatha All Along. New Fantastic Four movie coming out. I'm going to smash the hell out of that.
Smash, yeah.
Avatar 3. Fire and Ash.
Freaking
like
pass.
Avatar, like the big blue guys.
Pass.
Another Avatar movie.
Wait. Didn't the second one that took 5,000 years to make
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
just come out?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that was the whole thing. Is James Cameron? Is that
It took, yes, he was waiting for the technology to catch up.
now he has one like for every year
Yes.
for the next 5
Yes,
years.
there's going to
or
be
whatever.
like 6 of them.
Yeah, he's
So,
like
me
working on.
pass.
so 3 of 6. Okay,
Pass.
you're passing on
I
that.
never saw
Pass.
2. I want
Um,
to see 2. Wait,
Pass. I didn't like one.
Guys, they listened. Oh my God. The title of Freaky Friday 2 just came out. Freakier Friday. Oh, yes!
Pass. Just kidding.
That's
smash.
an
Smash.
absolute
Smash.
smash. Freakier.
Oh my god.
Friday.
Freakier Friday. Is
Freakier
it same?
Friday.
Is it with
With the
Jamie Lee
ladies.
Curtis?
Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay
Lindsay
Lohan.
Lohan.
They got some pictures.
gosh.
I'll show you
I'm gonna make
guys.
a prediction. Lindsay Lohan's coming back. She's coming back in a big
Smash.
She
way.
and
Smash.
she made an appearance at D23. She
Yeah.
looked great too.
Yeah, she's coming
She
back.
does.
all
look
that
great.
filler dissolved and stuff
Yeah.
like that? Thank God.
Finally, a sequel to. Do you guys ever see Tron? The remake
No.
of Tron.
Eh,
Jeff
pass.
Bridges.
Yeah.
They're making a
Pass.
sequel to it.
Okay.
Um,
Anything else that
Can we
should
make
be-
anything original so far? None of
yeah,
these?
we've got a
Original.
couple of original movies. We've got a movie called Monster
Monsters,
Monsters
Jam.
versus Aliens 17.
We've got a movie called Monster Jam, inspired by the monster truck driving event of the same nature.
Yeah, pass.
A movie called Win or Lose,
Actually,
a Pixar
smash.
movie.
I'll do Monster Trucks.
Pixar's first ever original TV series called Win or Lose. The new show introduces us to Pickles, the softball team gearing up for the championship. Okay, cute.
I
Looks,
think that'd be cute.
Looks
That'd
cute.
be cute.
Cute. love it.
Pixar continues with it's a spin-off of Inside Out. It's called Dream Productions, about the dream factory inside Riley's head.
Wait,
The
that's
show takes place
cute.
between the events of Inside Out and Inside Out 2. It'll just be like a Disney Plus show.
I think that's cute. That's cute.
Love.
Smash.
Smash. Cute.
Some other stuff. Oh, a Pixar movie called Hoppers.
About bunnies.
It's about a beaver.
Oh, smash. Love.
Love a little beaver.
About time we get a beaver movie up in
Okay,
here.
Smash or Pass, the Mufasa Lion
Pass.
King
Pass.
live action prequel. Story about
I
Mufasa.
think
Pass.
I'm passing on that.
I'm
I think
passing on it too.
It just let things lie.
Let things
you
lie.
know?
I
We're
really
getting
think
an
we need to have an
Ironheart
intervention
show.
about how many Toy Stories there are.
Question for you, Ryan, because you're the only
Yeah.
one that will appreciate this. Maybe,
Yes.
maybe
That's
Kara,
so
too.
wild.
Turn
Are
it
you saying that?
But how do you feel about Robert Downey Jr. being?
Wow, thank you for
Dr.
asking.
Doom.
You're talking about Doctor Doom. I have a lot of mixed feelings about it. As our resident,
Certainly an epic, kind of.
you
reveal.
would certainly yes. The reveal was awesome at Comic-Con. He came out on stage.
In a mask.
Here's what I don't like.
Yeah.
Is when creatives don't stick to their guns. I mean, we're talking about
Yeah.
the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is classically wonky and like they go off on these like kind of tangents, and there's all kinds of characters, right?
Sure, yeah.
We're talking thousands of different villains and superheroes, and it feels like to me now over the past 2 years they've had a lot of Marvel shows.
Yeah.
They've had Loki, they've had
I can't keep up.
they've more or less flopped
Yeah.
on Disney Plus. Everyone's kind of like, after Avengers Endgame, it's like, okay, well, where is the Marvel Cinematic Universe? It's really hard to follow.
Bob
Yeah,
Iger came out and said like we're taking a back, like we're taking a little bit of a back.
And
seat
that is
when
so
it comes
obvious to me because of two things. One is Robert Downey Jr. They're like, oh, sorry, we didn't kill him off. Ha, he's still here. Ha, we all love Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man back. And the Russo brothers, who directed some of the best Marvel movies, including both of the Avengers Infinity War movies, as well as
Love.
Captain America Civil War. Love, right?
Yeah, love.
It feels like they're chickening out.
Yeah,
It
no,
feels
I
a
hear
little
you.
no balls to
Yeah.
me. Where they're like, well, we know this works, so we'll do this. Instead of like, a lot of people were saying, a lot of fan theories were saying that Cillian Murphy was going to play Doctor Doom.
Oh.
And I feel that he would have nailed it.
Yes, totally.
Absolutely. Like, he's got that
But I
like kind
think
of stoic
I think
thing
it's
going
also
on.
kind of fun to have Robert Downey Jr. as an evil man.
A lot of people are speculating that they're going to just turn Doctor Doom, who is this like he's a up there like Marvel villain. He's
Yeah.
like got a huge fan base. He's got this like intricate story backstory, and they're saying, well, they're just going to chalk it up to, in an alternate dimension,
Universe,
he's this
yep.
evil Iron Man.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's just a different thing,
Now,
So-
my question for you, Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
Are we expected to see a lot of his face because he wears a mask for majority of the time, or is it going to be like?
I bet they're going to do a jump to his backstory type of thing.
I think they'll probably, they're going to use him as the moneymaker, right?
Yeah.
They're going to put his face on it.
That sucks because he was already. I hate when they double dip in the
Endgame
same kind of
was-
vibe.
They're double dipping.
By the way, still one of I think the best movies that I've seen in the last couple of years. It
I
was
think-
so good.
It's up there. I think Barbenheimer was a great movie going experience.
Sure,
I
yes.
think my favorite moment in a movie theater was seeing Avengers Endgame.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I
Yes.
absolutely love that movie, and what they
Like-
did with the storytelling and everything.
Oh, my
over the
gosh.
years,
It was beautiful.
it worked. And
I
I,
love
feel
seeing
like
any good Marvel movie in a theater because all the reactions
for
are
sure
so funny.
You
and
need
I
to
just
see
I
it
just
in
feel
the
like
theater.
now they're just kind of phoning it in.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, you Marvel, pigs, you like this slop? Here, we're gonna throw some slop to you.
Okay, you're just saying that though because of Deadpool, and that's the
did you not like Deadpool?
I
saw
liked Deadpool.
no, but that's what those movies are. They're
Yeah.
making fun of you anyways.
Yeah, no, that's
Yes.
I love Deadpool. It's so funny. I have to tell you about a funny
said what I
moment,
said.
and I've been wanting to tell you this, Ryan. Bobby and I went and saw Deadpool, and then a couple days
Oh,
later,
nice.
Jordan and I went to see It Ends With Us, that other movie that Blake
Yes.
Lively is.
wow.
is
She
lead in.
Jordan went to the
We
movie
went.
theaters
We
again.
went to movies, yeah.
Was that one good?
It was good, yeah. And on the way home, I was driving, and I was like, "Man, it's so." We're talking about Blake Lively, and I was like, "Isn't it so crazy that you have like a big movie premiere, and at the same time, respectively, your husband also has this big press tour,
And
for a
she's
big
in
movie."
it?
And Jordan goes, "Oh, is Ryan Reynolds in something right now?" And I was like, "Are you being serious?" She goes, "No, is he in something right now?" And I was like, "Ryan
He's
Reynolds is
Deadpool.
Deadpool." And she's like, "Oh, I guess I didn't realize that." I was like, Ryan would literally lose shit right now. It's so good.
Also, Blake
is he in right
Lively
now?
is Lady Deadpool in that movie,
That is true.
That's
Spoilers
Blake
for
Lively.
Deadpool 3.
and the
when
kid
she comes out and it's like Deadpool as a
kid
girl.
Deadpool
That's
is that one of their sons,
one of their kids. The baby
and the teenager one of their sons.
baby Deadpool. Their
Yeah.
other kid.
Yeah.
Their baby.
Oh,
baby.
Pretty adorable.
So sweet.
Pretty adorable.
Yeah. There's some drama going around for
Uh-oh.
It Ends With Us.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, the lead guy, right?
Give it to me.
So there's drama between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. Justin Baldoni, you may know him from Jane the Virgin.
Yeah. I know him.
He wrote the movie with Cole Sprouse where they have what's it called?
Riverdale.
It's 5 feet apart.
Oh.
No.
Oh yeah.
5
Two
feet
bros.
apart.
Two bros chilling in a hot tub.
No. So the drama is that Justin Baldoni wrote a separate scene that wasn't in the book.
Yeah.
Which is what?
Or no.
He
No.
He directed the movie.
He directed the movie. Ryan Reynolds wrote. It's the scene where they're like
Ryan Reynolds?
outside, like on a porch or something. And Justin Baldoni had written another scene, but then Ryan Reynolds wrote a specific scene that's not in the movie that he thought would be
helped produce
great.
it, yeah.
Sent it to Blake Lively,
Okay.
and since Blake Lively has more of a hold on it, because
Was she a producer or the director or
She
what?
was a producer as well.
No, just
right?
Justin Baldoni was the director, but yeah,
But
her
Blake
and
Lively was
Ryan
producer.
were both
Yeah.
producers on the movie.
So, and it ended up being that Justin Baldoni's got scrapped for Ryan Reynolds. So I guess there's
Yeah.
beef between Blake Lively and Justin about he's the director. It should have been his.
I mean,
his
I'm
way.
sure stuff like that happens all the time.
Yeah, he said
Yeah.
that because there's another
But they're not
book.
doing any press together.
There's another book, and they asked, of course, like, will you be directing or part of the sequel to this, this series? And
Mm-hmm.
he's like, yeah. He's like, I really think Blake will be great at directing. I
Yes.
don't think I'll be a part of the
Yes.
next one. He's like, I think Blake has. I think it's time for her to like make her directorial debut and like,
I think
do it.
I think
And
the
was like,
problem was
Cry me a
that
freaking river,
she
bro.
probably just should have been the director all along,
yeah.
kind of thing.
She was okay. Honestly, she was. I thought she was okay in the movie. I didn't see like a huge.
Yeah.
They can never make me hate Ryan Reynolds.
I love
So,
that guy. I love that guy. So funny.
So funny.
And Deadpool was so hilarious.
Yeah.
There was so much that Bobby and I had to like Google afterwards, like all the B-list characters. We didn't know like all these movies either got made
Yeah.
or got scrapped.
Yeah.
Like Channing Tatum was like, we were like, what?
Did you find out the
Oh my
lore
gosh.
behind that?
So funny.
I heard that it was supposed to be a movie and it
Yes.
never saw. Like,
I want nothing more now than to get Channing
Oh.
Tatum as Gambit in an X-Men movie.
You will.
I want
his
it.
accent, by the way,
So
all
funny.
over the place,
So funny.
Which
all over the
that
place.
is so.
Oh, I'm
it's
about to make
so
a name for
funny.
myself out here. What did he
I
say?
was like, what?
It was like
the-
Creole
He
or
was
something?
supposed to be like Creole, but then he was kind of really, really, really French.
Yeah.
And then
Yes,
it, yeah.
yes, it was so
That's-
funny. Jordan and I were, Bobby and I
I'm
were
about to make a
laughing.
name for
I
myself
leaned
out
over to
here.
Bobby and I was like, what is his accent? And then Deadpool says, who is your acting coach?
Yep.
Something. I don't know
Yes.
the line.
Who's your
Yeah, yeah.
dialect coach?
Who's your dialect
Uh-huh.
coach? The Minions. And I was
Yes.
like, that's literally what
Yeah.
I just said.
It
Exactly
was so
what that.
good.
I already told Annie this because she's not going to see the movie. But my favorite part of the movie was
Spoilers for
when
Deadpool 3.
super Canadian
Yes.
Deadpool
Yes.
literally goes like, well, I can break the fourth wall. I can be funny. And he looks right straight at the camera and goes, the proposal. And it looks back. That was my
I died. That was really
Freaking
funny.
iconic. Best movie ever.
That's
part.
pretty
My
funny.
So
favorite
good.
part. Annie's
I
watched
thought
the
it was
proposal
good.
4 times in the last week.
And
And that's
really?
on autism.
4 times.
okay, jeez, this is the craziest.
I didn't
stuff.
have to say it.
4 times.
Yeah, 4 times.
Also,
Are you
love
self-diagnosing
Succession Tom
yourself?
being the villain.
Yes. Oh God.
And that's like how he
Mr.
talks.
Darcy.
He's British.
Yes.
So, and it was
Yes.
Mr.
beautiful.
Darcy.
It was beautiful.
God.
It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Good
What's his
movie.
actual name?
Good movie. I think I need a rewatch because so much
What's
happens
his
in that
real name?
movie.
Tom. I just know him as Tom.
You're talking about I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah,
I'll
I don't
find
remember.
I'll find out. I'll find out.
Tom.
Good thing we have the internet, eh? Annie, who plays Mr. Darcy? What's that guy's name?
All right, which one? There's 2 of them.
Not the one in the show, the one in the movie.
There's 2 Mr. Darcy. There's 2 movies where they play Mr. Darcy.
Matthew
Matthew McFadden. That's it.
Yeah.
He was
Because then
so
also,
I'm not talking
The
about
guy-
Colin Firth.
Colin Firth also played Mr. Darcy.
I
Wasn't that a
loved-
show? Was that a
no,
movie?
I think it was a movie.
Call it
I love-
Firth,
There's like
really?
a British version of
Pride
which
and
is
Prejudice.
Stupid. There's
I
like an American
loved-
version and a British version
Oh,
of Pride and
that's
Prejudice.
stupid.
I loved when the interviews with him about Succession. He was like, him and
So
the girl who plays Shiv, obviously, we're like the only two British actors, and he's like, we
Yes.
would work on like our American accents together, and he's like, but it's funny because now that you know that, when you go to watch back, you like start to see some of his dialect, and you go like, oh, that's just him like trying to like kind of figure out like I'd always thought it as like a quirky little dialect thing that he did, but it's like, oh no, I think it's the translation like of him like trying to figure out the American accent, but
It's
it
the
worked
same
so
with
well.
Sarah
Australian
Yeah.
actors.
Yeah.
Any Australian actors, if you listen and you think, oh, they're
Yes.
Australian, it starts coming out.
I would
Yeah.
absolutely catch a grenade for Sarah Snook.
Yeah. She's
I
pretty
throw
great.
my head on a blade
I'm so
for Sarah
sad
Snook.
Succession's over. Ugh,
I jump in
It
front of a
ended so
train.
great.
I
For
know
Sarah
the
Snook.
ending was pretty good. Great.
And that's look, just to close the loop on the Marvel thing.
Yeah.
I'm hopeful. I love Marvel comics. I
Sure.
love the movies. I love Robert Downey Jr. I love
one thing
the
we know
freaking
for
Russo
sure,
brothers.
we're gonna go see it.
I'm gonna go see it. Don't get me wrong. I am a Marvel slut. So
I know. I was just thinking I need to up my movie to month ratio because like we're getting towards the end of the
You know,
year,
I've
and
been
I'm
feeling
like,
the same thing.
have I seen enough movies? Does it make sense?
I was saying,
I
since
feel-
it's on bingo cards,
Yeah.
if we went to see a movie tomorrow and then the movie in the pool, does that count as the double feature?
That is on our. I was saying our double feature movie is on my bingo card.
That is a great
John,
double
I
feature.
feel that we kind of have been laying off on it lately, but I think
No,
that
you guys go a lot.
we haven't really in the
We
past
haven't.
month haven't been to movies, and I feel that we're coming into a season now where
More movies are coming out.
more movies are going to start coming out. Let's stay diligent as fellow stubbies.
Let's work on it.
Let's get our asses in the theater. All right.
Yeah, I will say, I feel like it still works itself out in terms of like the subscription. You know, it's $20
sure.
a month or whatever. But we should definitely do a double feature. I think that would be fun.
I think that most bang for your buck, I feel, is always in the
I
double
always feel
feature.
like you guys come into these recordings and go like, "Oh, we saw this movie yesterday and this movie the day before," and I'm like, "Wow,
And we
that's
haven't
amazing."
seen.
Lately, we haven't gone to any
We saw
movies.
Deadpool. That was
We
it.
saw Deadpool,
And
that was-
Twisters.
It ends with us.
And that
It's-
was with
it's
you.
pretty good.
Is it worth the watch, you think?
I thought it was good.
Let me see what else is.
I thought it was good.
Sorry, this is our movie watch
Also,
part of the podcast.
I love some of the scary movies that are going to come out. In
Oh,
October.
we still have to
I'm
see
really
Trap.
looking forward.
Trap's been out for a while. Haven't seen that.
We
I
should go
heard
see
it was
Trap tonight.
awful, but we have to go see it.
You know what's also getting destroyed at the box office is Borderlands.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That didn't look good.
$110 million budget, $8 million. That's a one single eight
Oh no.
opening weekend.
Oh, no.
Made $8 million.
Oh no.
It's getting absolutely.
Isn't it such a niche thing, though?
And apparently, everybody's saying they made the movie for everybody except the fans. Like they tried to tick all their boxes,
no.
make it like a Marvel movie,
I was
put
gonna say
catchy music in
Guardians
it,
of the Galaxy.
and like it's PG-13. And the Borderlands games are like so classically R-rated, like dropping F-bombs
So
and blowing
bad.
people's heads off and stuff. And they didn't really get that.
Are there
so.
two Despicable Me's out in theaters? right now?
Despicable Me.
Is there Despicable Me and a Minions?
Oh, there's
Lot of
Despicable Me and
scary
3
movies.
and 4. So
Long
maybe they're
Legs
just
we
seeing
still haven't
3.
seen.
Oh,
Cuckoo
yeah.
we have to see.
Oh,
I want to see
Ooh.
Dee Dee. Guys, we gotta get our asses back to the
Yeah, we gotta go to the
Could
movies.
be awesome.
Oh,
Could
they're
be
playing.
awesome.
They're playing Point Break in the theaters.
I
It's
know.
Riff Tracks live. Oh, that's hilarious.
I love when they play like the one off like like an older.
I do
movie. It's
too.
Like
For the one day only.
Yeah, it's so fun.
God, it's
so fun.
hilarious.
Bobby used to do this thing, and it was around for a while where it was like a mystery movie. Where
remember.
you signed up for it and you didn't know what the movie was. He saw Origin, and he was like, "It was one of the best movies." He's like, "It was crazy because I didn't know what I was seeing."
Damn.
And I'm like, I don't know if I could do that.
I don't know if
that
I'd like
seems
that.
Like, what if you go in thinking like, because I feel like you kind of got to go in with the right vibe. Like when I'm going to see a scary movie, I have to like process. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
I need a
going in to see scary
blanket. I need to be
movie, you know?
comfy.
If I'm going in to see like a comedy, it's like so it was kind of interesting. But I wonder if they'll do that more often too, because I like those. Yeah, I know. iPad babies.
She's
over
zoning
there.
out. We're
Hey,
talking
dude,
about
what's
movies.
up, Annie? Just checking
I'm
in.
so excited for movies. Movies. You know what? I wish they had played in theaters again in the same way that they did Shrek 2 in
Yeah,
theaters for
you're
the
talking about
20th
Shrek
anniversary.
3.
It was just the 20th anniversary of Princess Diaries 2.
Oh,
And I would have loved to
So
see that in
good.
theaters.
You know what?
Anders.
Princess Diaries is great. Princess Diaries 2 is next.
Slaps.
It's like next level. I
Why
feel.
doesn't
it gives
Disney
you
do
hope for
that?
all sequels.
I feel
it
like
gives you hope for
Princess
sequels.
Diaries is just an entire lead up to Princess Diaries 2.
I feel like it could be all one movie.
Yeah.
Just keep it going.
Yeah.
Well, there's the talks of Princess Diaries 3 happening.
Yes.
If Disney
It
had the
is.
balls, they would, but
I think they
can't get
will.
Anne Hathaway's budget.
See, Princess Diaries 2 was so good that I feel like we'd all be in for the
When
third one.
do you think Anne Hathaway's like amount to do movies nowadays just skyrocketed? When did that happen? Because I feel like nobody can
She's
get her to do
After Les
anything.
Mis.
I mean, she
Oh,
did that
yeah,
Les
Les
Mis movie,
Mis.
but
Yeah.
she was in The Dark Knight before that. She was in a Batman movie,
I didn't know that.
or The Dark Knight
yeah,
Rises,
Dark Knight.
actually. She was Catwoman. Yeah, I feel like she entered into a next level territory when she did that Les Mis movie. She was singing live.
And it showed that she had different sides.
Because then they put her in that Ocean's 8 movie.
Oh, they say that based off of her resume, per movie she makes $7 to $10 million.
Damn.
pretty
crazy.
good. I mean, that's not like crazy.
Her net worth is $80 million.
RDJ made, what was it, like 100 mil for that Avengers movie?
And he had a percentage of Endgame. He had
So
he had a
crazy.
percentage of like
Well,
the
he
annual
he
sales.
earned that shit.
Well,
so
yeah, of
that's
course.
good.
But
Guys, let's wrap it up. Let's head to the post show. We want to thank our Patreon supporters for your money.
thanks.
Thanks. And we are going to head off to the post show now, but you too can follow us there. Down in the bio, we've got a link to our Patreon. You can give us $4 a month, and you can subscribe to our What the Biggest Fan. You can be one of our supporters. You can watch the post show. You can get the merch drops. You can see the BTS, which we got to work on some BTS. And also, thank you for your support constantly, viewers. Coming up this September 27th. to
Save
the
your
28th.
money.
Save your money. Give it all to us for Alzheimer's San Diego as we enter our 25-hour podcast. Back again. It's fourth year in a row, but it's third year in a row doing some good for the world. That first year was just completely asinine. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Anyways, any final thoughts there, Annie?
I'm so excited for the post show and for the 25-hour live.
Yeah.
And I think that we're going to talk a lot about what's going to come
Yeah.
on the 25-hour on the post show. But you know what?
Yes.
Save
Love
your
it.
money. Don't subscribe to the Patreon. I'd rather that $4 go to
well, let's
Alzheimer's
not
San
be crazy.
Diego
I mean, we're
come
talking
next month.
We're talking $4.
Talking pennies here.
I mean, you know, you might want to
I'm
be
talking
in on.
charity.
You might want to be in on the inner workings leading up to the 25-hour. But, anyways,
Yeah. Well.
all that to say, John.
Yep.
Hey, man,
Go Padres.
go Woo!
Go
How are they doing?
Padres.
We'll talk
1-0.
about it.
But yeah.
Okay,
Right
well.
now. But we'll see.
Well,
We'll talk about him on the post show.
the playoff season is coming.
Yes.
And on the couch, as always, Kara Tafoya, Annie the Scope Scopeman. I'm Ryan.
I'm John.
And we'll see you next week on What the Podcast. Oh, everybody said it. Good job. Oh, wow, 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 wow.
Joe Musgrove was back yesterday.
Where'd he go?
How'd he pitch?
He pitched 4 lights out innings.